Gaithersburg is a remarkable place. We're a diverse, intriguing collection of individuals, businesses, and organizations, each bringing our unique perspective, our individual talents, and our collective compassion to the table. Through active participation, passionate volunteerism, and thoughtful dialogue, we work together to create an amazing community that we proudly call home. With the annual recognition of individuals and organizations whose efforts go well beyond the ordinary, we're able to shine a very bright spotlight not only on 3 award winners, but on the extraordinary efforts of an entire community. Awarded annually since 1988, the Gaithersburg Distinguished Citizen Award recognizes residents whose body of work over time has left an indelible mark on our community. Yvette Monroe's many contributions to Gaithersburg, while quite varied, demonstrate a tremendous passion for education. As chair of the city's Educational Enrichment Committee through her involvement with her church and PTA, and with her ongoing commitment to the city's Character Counts ethics program, now in its 20th year, Yvette is ensuring that our young people have the support and resources they need to become the next generation of ethical, intelligent leaders.
You really ought to get involved. In the place that you live, that you invest your time, that you work, you really want to get involved and give of yourself back into the community. There's so many needs, there's so many things that you can get involved with and be a part of. And so it's important to not just be a resident, but be a part of the goings on, the happenings here in Gaithersburg. It gives me total satisfaction. So when I walk away from an event that the Education Enrichment Committee has been a part of, or we've walked away from being a part of Celebrate Gaithersburg or a Jubilee event or something at the Kentlands, you feel good about yourself. You just feel genuinely good. And so that's, at the end of the day, when I lay my head down and I think about I've been a part of something in a city that's growing and it's becoming nationally known, that I feel really good that I had a small part to play in that.
Gaithersburg's Distinguished Friend Award is presented to those whose efforts positively impact our community despite living beyond our borders. It has been presented annually since 2003. Will Schlossenberg's association with the city of Gaithersburg has taken many forms over the past 40 years, from owning a small menswear company, to serving as publisher of the Gazette newspapers, to expanding educational horizons today as Director of Development and Partnerships for the universities at Shady Grove. A passion for service has driven Will to volunteer on dozens of nonprofit boards and city committees, allowing him to give back to a community that he says has given so much to him.
There is no question that by serving on any committee of the city, you can make a difference. And back in the early 80s, we had a homeless problem in Gaithersburg where people were sleeping under the bridge and causing some difficulties in Old Town Gaithersburg. And we went through the Chamber of Commerce to speak to the mayor to explain our feelings. And I was lucky, very lucky to be appointed to that task force to come up with a solution. And I served on the Wells-Robertson House Committee for probably until the mid-90s. And it was the most satisfying group that I have been able to sit on, because those people on those committees that changed over the years were all willing to get in and to fight for something that was needed and that worked. I believe that if you're receiving what we receive here in Gaithersburg, it's your obligation to give back. I think giving back to the community is far more important than taking from the community. And if you have the ability to do that and the desire to do that, and you get pleasure out of doing that, then it's worth it.
Since 1990, the Outstanding Organization Award has been presented to businesses and organizations that make significant contributions to our community. Asbury Methodist Village has a long-standing partnership with the city of Gaithersburg that dates back to Asbury's founding in 1926. Now, in its 90th year of operation, Asbury Methodist Village is one of Gaithersburg's largest employers. Its commitment and involvement reaches well beyond the campus borders. Asbury recognizes its role as a good neighbor and a responsible corporate citizen, providing intergenerational and surrogate grandparent programs to area youth, enhancing our environment with stewardship and wildlife refuge programs, and hosting and sponsoring events and activities that reinforce vital connections, thus strengthening an entire community.
I think Asbury brings a corporate voice to the community. We work to be a good citizen within the city. I think the city has a number of programs that are complementary to our mission that we work to support. We're one of the largest employers in Gaithersburg, so that voice in support of some of the city's efforts, I think, has been beneficial. And the relationship has really been mutually beneficial, I hope, because there's a return to all of that, being part of the greatest city in the world. I think the biggest piece for me at Asbury Methodist Village is the connectivity that we have with those that we serve. And this award is particularly a good thing for us because I think it recognizes not only those that we serve on the campus that are obvious, but the fact that our mission extends beyond the walls and that we are out in the community and that we are connected and that we do want to be good citizens.
We are proud to honor and recognize all of those whose selfless commitment drives them to go beyond the expected. Our award winners serve as an inspiration, reminding us that Gaithersburg will continue to be a remarkable community as long as we nurture and embrace the collective energy, creativity, and compassion to do great things.